Hola mi gente, ¿cómo están? Aquí Alba otra vez en este canal para traerles libros y algunos de Puerto Rico también. Hello people, how are you doing? My name is Alba. I'm here to talk about books and some of them from Puerto Rico. But today I'm all excited because I was tagged. Can you believe it? I was tagged and I've only been here less than 2 months, and I want to welcome every new subscriber that has come aboard. And I welcome you, and I hope you'll come back, and I hope we can spend some time together. This is a great community, and that's why I'm doing this tag, which is called the Booktube Community Tag. And I was tagged by Heidi at My Reading Life, which was my very first, was the very first channel that I subscribed to. So let's get started because I'm gonna tag a whole bunch of people, and then I have to go and edit and include all those channels in this in this video. So let's get going with the questions. And the first one is, and I hope I copied down all the questions. How long have you been watching Booktube? I've only been watching Booktube, and I have it right here in my bullet journal. Let me show it to you. I've only been watching Booktube since April, Abril, in April, and I jotted it down right here. Heidi at My Reading Life recommends The Picture of Dorian Gray, Oscar Wilde, Home Fire, Camilla Shamsky, 1493, and Charles C. Manns. Yeah, that was in April. I can't believe I never knew that Booktube existed. And I love to read. And I never knew Booktube existed. I only thought it was for, like, if you wanted to learn how to do an Excel for free, and if you wanted to learn how to fix something in the household, learn how to do some plumbing, some easy electrical fixes, some sewing tips. That's what I used to use YouTube for all the time. And then I found Heidi. I don't know how I found Heidi, but I found Heidi. Yeah. And then the next question is, how long have you been a booktuber? Well, I've been a booktuber for less than 2 months, for about a month and a half. Yeah. How many countries do you have on your subscriber list? I went and looked, and as of yesterday, I had 94% in the United States and 6% from Puerto Rico. And one came new yesterday from the Netherlands. Hi. How many country booktubers do you subscribe to? Yeah. When I fell in love with Booktube, the honeymoon lasted a very short time because I noticed that the booktubers that I was watching, the ones that were like really big, looked all the same and were suggesting all the same books. And I was wondering, well, wait a minute. There are whole sectors here that I'm not seeing and languages that I'm not hearing. So I went expressly to look for them. Yes, I did. And I went looking for them in the search bar. So now I subscribe, of course, to booktubers in the UK, in the United States, of course, Australia, Scotland, Germany, Canada, the Netherlands. And then I started looking for the Spanish booktubers, and I found some very good ones in Mexico, in Spain, in Portugal, in Brazil, in Argentina, Central America, Nigeria, and Russia. Hi, Elena. How do you handle your comment section? I consider the comment section one of the most important parts of this community. As time went by, I started seeing just how important those comments were. As a matter of fact, if Jason at his channel, Old Blue Chapter and Verse, if he hadn't commented on my starting a channel and give me additional support, I wouldn't have done it. And then Kelly, the adorable wife, also is very kind. And JD Estrada, who's Puerto Rican, who's living in Georgia. He subscribed without my having even started a channel. So yeah, the comment section for me are every day acquire even more importance. And I've learned so much from the comments that I see, not only in my channel, but on other channels. For example, one of the most gracious commenters we all know is Jo Smith. And I'm hoping one day she'll start a channel. But she is just so gracious and kind. And another one is Lilium Nicevender. I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly. Another very gracious and courteous, and what I like about these two commenters is especially, although there are many people who make comments like this, is the thought that they put into the comments that they make. They're wonderful, wonderful. Oh, how do I handle my comment sections? Well, something happened recently that I noticed. If I catch the comments, if I attend to the comments right away, that's fine. I'll give a little heart, and if I can, I'll try to make as thoughtful comment as I can, given the time constraints. But I just noticed that if someone is commenting on one of the older videos, I don't get notified. And just today, I found like a half a dozen comments on older videos, and of course, I commented on them. I think that comments are very important, and I'm going to try to do them while I'm a small booktuber, right? I can do that. Now, how do you do you have regular conversations with certain people? Yes, I do, and especially on Voxer. Do you interact with booktubers on other social media other than YouTube? If so, what? No, I'm not a big social media user. I rarely visit what's it called? Twitter? I rarely visit Twitter. I'm just realizing now that a lot of booktubers communicate through Twitter, and I occasionally look on Instagram. I should look at it more often because I like the pictures, but I don't post that often, and I don't communicate with people too often on the other social media. But I'll try. Do you rely on booktubers for recommendations? Back to my bullet journal. Yes, I do. I make my own decisions, of course, what I'm going to pay attention to as far as the titles are concerned. But I jot down the titles of books that I find interesting, especially if the people are enthusiastic about those books. Yeah, and you saw in my other video on my book bullet journal just how my TBR has grown exponentially after listening to these recommendations. I love them. Do you interact with other booktubers on email? No, not yet. Unless you consider the messaging on Goodreads email. I've communicated with a couple of people on that social media, which I had opened years and years ago, and I had never revisited until I started watching Booktube. With tag videos, do you mix it up or do you tend to tag the same people? This is my first tag video, so be prepared. See what I'm going to do. Have you ever mailed books to another booktuber? Yes. Have you received books in the mail from another booktuber? No. Have you ever visited or been visited by another booktuber? No. Do you do buddy reads? Yes. Heidi. And with Lisa at Liken Books. So I find it fascinating. Are they with the same people? Are they booktubers? Both of them are booktubers, and this is my second buddy read with Heidi. Remember that I'm new at Booktube, but I'm open to buddy read with anybody. And now comes the good part. I spent today searching through all these Booktube channels to see who had done this tag, right? Because I didn't want to tag somebody who had already done the tag. And I found a lot of people had not done this tag or had been tagged. So grab a cup of tea, and these are the people that I'm going to tag. Ooh, let me turn this around. Can you believe that Mel at Mel's Bookland Adventures has not been tagged, has not done this? She's been tagged, but she hasn't done it. And my two adorable friends at Stripped Covered Lit have not done this tag, and they are such a vital part of this community, as is Mel. And let me find the other ones, because I had a big old list over here. Yep. Then there's Brown Girl Reading, Dee Dee over at Brown Girls Reading. I went over to her channel and scrolled through to see if I could see the community tag, and I didn't see it. There's this young lady called Adriana over at Perpetual Pages, has not done it. She'd been tagged by Sue at Sue's Book Nook. And Adriana, I'd love to see you do this tag. Then there's Diana in Color. Justin at The Ghost Reader. Justin, I would love to see you do this tag. There's Lucy at Lucy Reads. Rachel Ray has a tremendous channel. Bree Hill. Can you believe that Bree has not done this tag? The Novel Lush. I love her. Heather at the Happy Booktuber. Left on Red. And my friend, I saw his video today, whose channel is Words Everywhere. There's Paul at PK's Books. There's Livy at iLivy for Books. There's Noria at Noria Reads. Angie at Literary Labors. Nina. I just found Nina today. Nina is Puerto Rican. Nina at Corners of a Bookshelf. There's Books Undercover. Books Undercover is the first one to welcome people when they do their Booktube newbie tag. Have you noticed that? Then there's Anna Francesca and Lisa at Lycan Books. There are some other people that I have to include. They are Tilly at Tilly's Shelf, and Jerry at Onyx Pages, My Reading Days, David at The Poptimist, Michael at Michael Reads, Helene at Books by Lanus, Adriana at Perpetual Pages, Nikki at XO Nikki, KJ Reads, Carolina, the two sisters, one from Book Cave, and the other page is Bookie Charm. Great channels, both of them. Alicia at Pretty Brown Eye Reader, An Enthusiastic Reader, Another Book Vlog, Bookish, J.D. Estrada, The Novel Sanctuary, Ramona the Pest, Joe at Retired Book Nerd, Cindy, how could we forget Cindy, Mara at Books Like Wool, Bookish Realm. I love Bookish Realm because she sings when she starts her videos. Musical Tati, and Stephanie at Time to Read. I'm counting on you, Stephanie. And I can't leave these two people out. I cannot. Paola at Paola Mancera, and Yogi with a Book. I can't leave her out. I just hope that some of the people that I mentioned, maybe not all of them, of course, but some of them do this tag. I forgot somebody. Kelly at Books I'm Not Reading has not done this tag. Kelly, kindly do this tag. I love the way Kelly finishes her videos, asking us to be kind to others and to ourselves. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'll be back this week with all those videos that I'm supposed to be doing at the beginning of the year and that I haven't done yet. So take care, people. Cuídense mucho. Hasta pronto.